Now over in Westfield, the university sending out an email Friday warning the students about a recent rise in car break-ins on campus. Around 3:15 Friday morning, a group of individuals were seen vandalizing and attempting to enter vehicles parked in one of the campus parking lots. An officer responded, but the suspects were able to flee the scene in a stolen car from Palmer. Westfield State University is working with local and state police to identify those involved in this incident. Meanwhile, campus officers along with local police will be increasing patrols around the campus in addition to installing more lights. The university reporting that in the last few months between 25 to 30 cars have been vandalized and 5 more have been stolen.